Hello and welcome to San Francisco Chamber of Commerce's 2026 annual CityBeat poll results. I'm Papia Gamblin, the Managing Director of State and Local Government Affairs for United Airlines and a proud board member and the Public Policy Committee Chair at the San Francisco Chamber of Commerce. United is a proud sponsor of this year's CityBeat poll, and I'm excited to share this year's incredible findings with you. CityBeat was created to take the pulse of San Francisco. It gives all of San Francisco a clear, data-driven view of how we're experiencing our city, what's working, what isn't working, and what do we want to see next. This year's results are especially meaningful. For the first time in years, we're seeing a broad-based shift in optimism, not because San Francisco's challenges are gone, but because residents are beginning to see real, tangible progress in their daily lives. Today, 64% of voters say San Francisco is headed in the right direction, up from just 26% in 2021. That's 3 times more, and that's amazing. Quality of life perceptions have rebounded sharply. 44% of voters say quality of life has improved, compared to single digits just a few years ago. The average quality of life rating is now at its highest point in 5 years. Most importantly, we're seeing movement on the issues most directly shaping how people feel about our city. In 2021, only 6% of San Franciscans said crime was improving. This year, 60% say crime has gotten better. That's a 10% jump. We see similar trends with homelessness and street cleanliness, all of which were at historic lows earlier in the decade and now are clearly moving in the right direction. The takeaway here is simple. When the basics improve, confidence follows. Renewed confidence matters because it creates momentum. But the CityBeat data also tells us something else very clearly. This recovery still is in progress. For the first time since 2020, more voters are optimistic than pessimistic about San Francisco's economic future. San Franciscans are pragmatic, believing recovery is possible if we keep making smart, intentional choices. 75% say the city is making progress on the downtown economy with new events, conventions, and businesses. This is a 27-point increase from last year. Perceptions of safety downtown are at their highest in years. Downtown and neighborhood corridors across the city still have work ahead. Support for proactive, pro-growth policies are so strong in this year's poll. 90% of voters support tax incentives to support small businesses. 74% say attracting and retaining large businesses is important to San Francisco's future. 54% support offering tax incentives to large business to attract and retain jobs. 74% support tax incentives for hospitality and tourism businesses. 63% support research and development tax credits to attract high-growth companies. And 69% support reducing the commercial real estate transfer tax to address vacancies. Altogether, San Franciscans want a strong small business ecosystem, recognize the importance of large employers, and support targeted incentives when policies are clearly tied to jobs growth and recovery. CityBeat 2026 shows recovery is not just about policy, it's about our future, improving quality of life, strengthening our competitiveness, and making San Francisco more affordable. We know the urgency. 61% of voters say the availability of housing has gotten worse, and 78% say the cost of living has gotten worse too. San Franciscans are sending a direct mandate about housing. 80% support making it easier to build housing. San Franciscans similarly want to address transit this year. A staggering 91% of voters agree that quality Muni and BART service is essential to San Francisco's future. 80% further say protecting transit from significant cuts is important, and 69% support funding transit even if it requires new revenue. Voters overwhelmingly also support maintaining San Francisco International Airport status as a global hub. They understand that SFO is essential economic infrastructure, supporting tourism, business travel, conventions, and jobs across the region. Long-term investments at SFO, like those made by United Airlines, are critical to ensure San Francisco remains connected to the world, competitive for global business, and well-positioned for long-term growth. Finally, there's what we call human infrastructure. Voters place a high priority on disaster preparedness, police officers, effective government, and public services that actually function. This is about trust. Trust that the city will show up, respond, and deliver when it matters. The optimism we see in the CityBeat 2026 is not accidental. It's earned. This data reflects the summation of hard choices, course correction, and a renewed focus on fundamentals. San Franciscans are realistic about the challenges ahead, but they are also ready to back solutions that work. We've stabilized the foundation. Recovery is underway, and now the next phase is ours to build. Let's go, San Francisco.